Yo, what's good guys? Gbpjpy here again, and in this video I'll be showing you guys a simple scalping strategy I just use in making $150+ in the forex market. So don't like wasting much of your time guys, so without further ado, let's dive right into the chart. So first thing first guys, if you're new to the channel, please do well to subscribe guys. Show your love by subscribing, liking and sharing this video to your friends. They might also benefit from these strategies. So without further ado, let's dive right into the chart. So before I caught this buy that initially got me this $150+, there was initially a sell trade that I called, and I'll be going into that like after doing the analysis of this buy. So initially this was what I saw before taking the trade. I also sent this trade to our free Telegram channel, and I'll drop the screenshots this side. So but before I do that, let me just quickly do the analysis. So this was what I initially saw guys. So price has been trading towards the upside. Let me go to the 15 minutes before this initial drop just happened. So price has been trading towards the upside. So I just picked this trend. So this was the trend I was initially following. And as you can see, there was a fake out right here, right? But that was initially what got us to take the sell trade that we initially take before the buy. But price was trading towards the upside. And then I go to my 15 minute, of course, to look for my entry. So this was what initially happened. I saw that price did a change of character here, and then after the change of character, there was also a retracement. But we didn't even enter on the retracement. We actually entered on change of character. So after price faked us out right here, that was initially when I called the buy trade. So this was initially what happened. Price broke this trend, and I thought price was going to sell, but instead price literally went up, created a fake out, and I'm sure this literally took a lot of sellers out. And initially we got into the buy. So even though we are missing this sell too, but this buy was like very necessary. After taking a losing trade in the morning, and with a good risk to reward, we were initially able to take a good and profitable trade with this buy setup. So I drew my supply zone right here. So this was where I actually picked my supply zone using this previous week right here. Yeah, this one right here. So this was initially what I used to pick my supply zone. So after picking this week, I just extended the week right here, and then waited for price to waited for price to break this supply zone, or respect the supply zone. So if price was going to respect this supply zone, I would have initially entered for a sell trade again, but price initially broke it. This gave us a stronger bias to where market is going to go to. So initially we just targeted 20 and 30 pips. So this was where our first TP was, and it was like a 1 to 5, a 1 to 1.5, which was a good risk to reward. And the second was like a 1 to 3, yeah, okay, 1 to 2.3 or something like that. And at the end of the year, we ended up making 30 pips, which covered for our previous loss. So initially we took a loss, like I initially told you, and I said I was going to go towards that. So this was what happened when I took the losing trade. So of course I marked out this trend line right from the 15 minutes. So this was where I marked out the trend line, and of course I told you guys I take my entry off the 5 minutes, right? So this was initially what happened. So I saw this break of trend right here, and I was like confident that after price has literally broke this trend, price might literally continue towards the downside. So after this trend line right here, I was like price is going to retest this trend before continuing towards the downside. So this was my bias initially. Price was going to, after this break of trend, price was going to retest the trend and then continue towards the downside. But instead this happened, which ended up giving us our profit, although we didn't follow the first bias. So after the break of the trend, I waited for price to retest this trend. So this was initially where we took our first entry, which happened in the morning. And then my stops, I think my stop was like 10 pips. Okay, yeah, in respect to this previous high right here. So my stop was like 10 pips, and we targeted targeted something below here. I think it was 1 to 5 or something like that. So at the end of the day, price ended up stopping us out right here, which got towards our first loss. So we ended up taking a minus 10 pip loss right here. But of course, our profit covered up for it. And at the end of the day, I think if I do my calculations correctly, I think I've ended up making $70 like with 2 trades, which is a winning and a losing trade. So the main reason why I'm actually doing this video is for you guys to actually know that risk to reward is like very vital in the forex market, because many beginners come into the market thinking the amount of wins you actually take is what matters, not the amount of loss. Whereas they might actually get this wrong, because what your loss and wins have to be like in confluence with your risk management, because no matter the wins or no matter the loss you take, if you don't have a good risk to reward or you don't have a good risk management, like the charts will just be clustered, like you won't be confused. You'll be asking yourself, what are you doing in the forex market? So it's very important for you to know that if you're getting into the forex market, you should look for at least what a 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. I mean, at least 1 to 2. You can go as high as 1 to 4, 1 to 5, but it should be a minimum of 1 to 2. So you know that if you take a winning trade, you can afford to take 2 losing trades or more to even cover you at the break even. So it's very important for you to know the importance of risk management. And also, you should also enter the forex market or place your risks in terms of a setup. How confident like you feel about a setup. So there are A plus setup and there are B plus setup. I think they have even C plus setup or something like that, but I don't even know. But let's talk about the A plus and B plus setup. A plus setups are like more setups that like come with multiple confluences. Probably you have like 3 confluences telling you that price is going to pull towards the upside or towards the downside. You are sure of that trade. So when you are sure of that trade, you can easily take, probably you are risking 1% before, you can easily increase that risk to like 2 or 3%, because is an A plus setup. Whereas if you see a B plus setup or a C plus setup, you can just go in with your normal 1% or even 0.5%. So that is initially how you can manage your risks to reward, and at the end of the day, you definitely become a profitable trader with this strategy. So without further ado, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share this video to your friends if you feel it's helpful to them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.